For additions and subtractions of sort, there are some basic things you have to understand, and those are like sorts and unlike sorts, which has been previously explained in my previous video. Now, example, when you have root 2 plus root 2, these are like sorts, and they can be added. This will give us 2 root 2. I'm still coming to explain how all this is gotten. But when you have unlike sorts, root 3 plus root 4, these are called unlike sorts, and it cannot be added. Now, the equivalent of this will still be root 3 plus root 4 because they are unlike. And this also goes for negative. When you have your sign to be negatives, such as root 3 minus root 2, these are unlike sorts, and it cannot be added or subtracted. Your equivalent will be root 3 minus root 2. That's root 3 minus root 2. But in a situation where you have root 3, 2 root 3 minus root 3, these are like sorts, and it can be subtracted. 2 root 3 minus root 3 is root 3. How we got it is going to be explained soon. Having to understand how you can add both like and unlike sorts, I'm going to be using these 3 examples to explain how you can add or subtract sorts. Let's start with A. 4 root 2 plus 6 root 2. I want you to notice something here. We have a whole number and a surd on two sides. We are adding a whole mixed sorts together. This is a whole number and a surd. This is a whole number and a surd. How do we go about it? Firstly, for you to add sorts in this form, you have to add the whole number first. Add the whole number first. That's 4 plus 6. Since what? Since they are like sort. You can only do this for like sort. You know, I told you that unlike sort can neither add or nor subtract. Now, after that, you bring down one of these sorts, one of it, and that will be root 2. Now, 4 plus 6 is equal to what? Is equal to 10 root 2. Now you have your final answer to be 10 root 2. This is how you can add this. You add the whole number first, 4 plus 6, 10. Then you have one of the roots brought down. Now you have 10 root 2. For B, you have root 175 minus 4 root 7. Now, from my earlier video, you have to simplify root 175. I taught us in my previous video how you can simplify a larger surds, and now this is root 175. How do you go about it? You look for 2 factors, of which one of the factor will be a perfect square. This will result into roots. What are those 2 factors you think you can bring up, and one of it is a perfect square? That is 25 times 7. Now you have broken that down. Then you bring this down, minus 4 root 7. Then this will be splitted. This is root 25 times root 7 minus 4 root 7. Then what is the square root of 25? Square root of 25 is 5 times root 7 minus 4 root 7. Now 5 times root 7 will also be 5 root 7 minus 4 root 7. Now, what are you supposed to do here? You subtract the whole number first. These are the whole number. You subtract it first. You have 5 minus 4. Then you bring one of these down. That is root 7. And you have your answer to be 5 minus 4 is 1 root 7. And that will give us root 7. Now, have your final answer to be root 7. Now, this is the solution here. For the third example, for C, you have your 2 root 27 plus root 75 plus 3 root 8 minus root 50. Now you have a lot more to do here by simplifying all the larger surds we have in this question. Now let's start. Now simplify this because we have larger surds there. What are you going to have? You have 2 9 times 3 plus root 75. What will root 75 give us? 25 times 3 plus 3 root what we 8 gives us 4 times 2 minus or 50 give us 25 times 2. From this value, this equal to this equal to this gives this, and this gives this. Now let's follow the pattern. You have your root 2 root 9 times root 3 can be splitted plus root 25 times root 3 can be splitted plus 3 root 4 times root 2 can be splitted minus root 25 times root 2 can be splitted. Now I'm going to bring that out so we see it very well. Then you have your what? 2 root 9. What is the square root of 9? You have your what? Square root of 9 to be what? 3 root 3 plus square root of 25 is what? 5 root 3 plus square root of 4 is 3, that's 2. Square root of 4 is 2 root 2 minus what is square root of 25? Square root of 25 is 5 root 2. Now we are getting to a point. You see, we have some that are like terms that are, and we have some that are not, that are unlike surds. Now 2 times 3 is what? 2 times 3 is 6 root 3 plus 5 root 3 plus 3 times 2 is 6 root 2 minus 5 root 2. Well, looking at this, find those ones that have like surds, add or subtract them, and find those ones that have unlike sort. You know, unlike sorts cannot be added, not subtract. Now this is root 3, this is root 3, it can be added. Now you have your what? You have your 6 plus 5. 6 plus 5 is what? 11. Now bring one of the sort down. You have your what? Root 3. Now this come down plus, this is root 2, root 2. They are like sort. Now this is 6 minus 5, 1. You bring one of the sort down, that is what? Root 2. Now finally, what will be our answer? Our answer here will be 11 root 3 plus root 2. That is our final answer for this. Now looking at this, you'll be able to get some things properly. When you add this is a complex sort, and gradually simplify those larger sort and reduce it to the lowest term, and you'll be able to add or subtract your final answer. Thank you. You can equally flip through the answer. This is A. Check the workings properly. This is B. And this is C.